Okay, so now it's time to jump in and try out our app. I'm kind of excited. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the app designer open. I'm just going to switch over to my previous tab. And so here you can see our travel app. And so what I want to do is I'm going to make sure it's highlighted, and then we're going to hit the play button up here. Ta-da! Here is our app in all of its glory. All right. So this dropped us into our dashboard, and so you can see our chart. You can see the list of records that we added to the dashboard. Looking good, looking good. If you click over here, you're going to then be able to load up the different assets, right? So the dashboard's the first one, so that takes it back. This one is going to take us into our all trips. And so then we've also got our car trips, so our different views. And it looks like I messed up our car trips view because it's not showing any cars, or maybe we just haven't had created a car trip yet. So we'll say all trips. Oh, yeah, we don't have a car trip. Well, let's fix that. Hit the new button. Where's our trip going to be? We're going to go on vacation. That's not really a work trip, but that's what I'm now thinking about, is vacation. So owner is me. It's already pre-populated. Our destination will be a beach. It's a very technical location. Transportation. Now notice right now we have transportation and expenses. We're going to say transportation and we're going to say car. And look at our business rule take place. So then now miles driven is showing up and it's a required field. So all of that business logic that we baked in is here. So the miles driven to the beach, I don't want to drive very far. We'll drive 180 miles to the beach. And then we can throw in an expense for $123. I don't know what costs $123, but look at that. Without a lot of work, we got a very custom form experience we built. Yay us. So we can save and close that. And so then now over here, we have a car trip. And so if we click on all trips and car trips, there's our car trip. Look at that. We didn't mess up the view. You were nervous. I wasn't. Okay, so that's pretty awesome stuff. Let's go over here. Let's show you a couple little tricks. All trips. Let's click on the customer visit. So when you've got this form loaded, right, and this is showing us the customer visit, click on this little guy, open record set. Here's all of our trips listed again. So then that way we can just quickly switch through those, right? And it's changing what's showing in the view. So that's one of those ones that lets you quickly navigate when you learn that this little guy over here is taking advantage of that. So notice also that we have a lot of buttons here that we didn't have to create. So for example, if we need to assign this to someone, we can do that. If we need to email a link to it, it's already built in. No problem. If we go back over here, let's go back to our dashboard again. So we can refresh it, all those fun things. Let's go back into our all trips, right? So there's a new button up here, delete. So this is the real power of model-driven apps, is that you get all of these things, all of this functionality for free. We didn't create that. We didn't say we need a new button here and a delete button here. We didn't, add a no options thing. We got all of these things without us doing any work. I'm clicking on create a training class. There we have the different pieces looking great. I am pretty excited about what we've got here. Also, remember earlier we added that link to Bing, so I want to make sure you saw that shows up here. If we click this piece, this is where you can see the full navigation. So there's your travel area. If we had different areas, remember, those are things across the top, they'd be here. There's that travel group where we renamed it. And then that's what lets us see the different, right, so that's our dashboard. That's our actual entity. And then that's the link to Bing. So all these fun things baked in for us without a lot of work. And that's really where model-driven apps start to shine. We didn't do very much work. We defined our entity, we set it up, we had our business logic, we answered some questions, we kind of defined some things along the way, and then we said ready, go, and then now we have this fully functional app. So pretty neat. Hopefully you're as excited about this as I am, because I really like this. So I think that overview kind of wets your whistle. That gets you thinking about the power that is model-driven apps.